saves the space and it also helps in maintaining your code. So loops can execute a block of code as long as a specified condition is reached. So what will you do? For example, taking an example of C++ while loop, condition is like while you write a condition inside the bracket, and inside the curly braces you write the set of lines of code that has to be executed. So the while loop loops through a block of code as long as the specified condition is true. That means the set of statements inside the curly braces will be executed repeatedly until the while condition becomes false. मतलब क्या है, हर एक बार जब एग्जीक्यूशन होता है कंडीशन चेकिंग भी होगा, एंड इफ द कंडीशन फेल्स एट एनी पॉइंट ऑफ द टाइम तभी लूप एग्जीक्यूशन स्टॉप होगा, नहीं तो इट विल गो ऑन एग्जीक्यूटिंग द सेट ऑफ स्टेटमेंट्स विच इज स्पेसिफाइड इनसाइड द व्हाइल. समझ में आया क्या? Have you understood the theoretical concept behind while?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So example यहाँ पे है int I equal to 0 while I less than 5 C out I plus plus. Now who's going to tell me what this code is, what each statement means? What is int I equal to 0? What is happening in that line of statement?
Initialization is been done.
Value of
Yeah.
I is initialized.
I is initialized to 0. Good. And while I less than 5, so condition check होगा अभी. I का value पहले 0 initialize किया है. Is I less than 5?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So I is less than 5. So what happens? The control comes inside the curly braces and it does C out I, means I is going to be printed. So first value that is going to be printed will be
0.
0. And then what does I plus plus mean?
Increment with 1.
First increment.
Increment to 1. So I becomes
1.
1. So again फिर से loop checking होगा. मतलब क्या है? This is going to be repeated like this, right? You are going to again check I is less than 5 or what, like after executing this I plus plus, the control will again go to the while statement. It will check if I is less than 5. So I became 1 here, so 1 is less than 5. So फिर से true है तो C out. So first 0 is printed. 0 is printed. In the next pass what happens? 1 is printed. Then I becomes I plus plus, means I becomes 2. Again the control goes to the while. 2 is less than 5. So 2 gets printed. Then I gets incremented to 3. 3 is less than 5. So 3 gets printed. Then I increments to 4. 4 is less than 5. So 4 gets printed. Then next 4 I gets again incremented. It becomes 5. Now what happens? Is 5 less than 5?
False.
False. So the control will not go inside the loop. It will come outside the while statement. So the output is 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. समझ में आया है क्या सबको? How a while loop executes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes? What about
Yes,
others? Yes, is it clear to everybody?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
After while we conditionally right.
आप फिर से बोल सकते हैं क्या? आपका वॉइस ब्रेक हुआ. Oh no. Can you repeat it again? I can't hear you. Your voice is breaking. Or you just drop me a message in the chat. I'll just see it.
मैम हमें कर्ली ब्रैकेट्स में लिखना चाहिए क्या वो सी
हाँ हाँ
आउट और वो
हाँ कर्ली अगर आप while के अंदर मोर देन वन स्टेटमेंट है तो कर्ली ब्रेसेस में लिखना पड़ेगा. ठीक है. अभी दो स्टेटमेंट है ना, सी आउट भी है, आई प्लस प्लस भी है. सो कंपाइलर को कैसे पता चलेगा कि क्या क्या है while के अंदर. अभी पाइथन में आप लोग कैसे लिखते हैं, एक स्पेस डाल के लिखते हैं ना, सो दैट द कंपाइलर अंडरस्टैंड्स और द इंटरप्रेटर अंडरस्टैंड्स दैट दो सेट ऑफ स्टेटमेंट्स आर इनसाइड अ while. बट सी प्लस प्लस के लिए कर्ली ब्रेसेस. ठीक है, क्लियर.
यस मैम.
Okay. Next is a do while statement. Do while is a variant of while statement. तो do while में कैसे होते हैं, at least once execution होगा. While में कैसे पहले ही condition check करेंगे, then only it will execute. But in the case of a do while, it will first execute once and then it will check the condition. So that is the difference between a while and a do while. So when you want to write a program using where a set of statements has to be at least executed once and then repeatedly executed if a certain condition is met, that time you will use a do while statement. ठीक है, क्योंकि आप देख सकते हैं यहाँ पे सिंटैक्स में कैसे पहले डू फिर कर्ली ब्रेसेस के अंदर कोड that has to be executed and after the do statement you write while condition and semicolon. पहले के इसमें while के बाद semicolon नहीं है, but यहाँ पे while condition के बाद semicolon है. So please keep that in mind. So how do you write a do statement? First you write a do, then curly braces. Inside the curly braces you write the code that has to be executed and then you have the while condition that has to be checked. That means the set of statements inside the do will be executed once and then after it will be checked for condition for further execution. दोनों को डिफरेंस समझ में आए क्या, while and do while का? Have you understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So you should know when to use a do while statement and when to use a while statement. So example देख सकते हैं, यहाँ पे I is equal to 0, do C out I and I plus plus. So यहाँ पे क्या है, पहले I का वैल्यू 0 इनिशियलाइज किया है, then the control goes inside a do statement inside which you have a C out. तो यहाँ पे कंडीशन नहीं है, तो पहले 0 प्रिंट होगा without any condition checking. Is it clear? And here I gets incremented to 1. Then while I less than 5, now it will check whether I is less than 5. That means when you print the first 0, there is no condition that is going to be checked. But after executing the set of statements inside the do, then the condition will be checked. If now I value is 1 is less than 5, then the control goes back to the do. If this condition fails at any point of time, the control will go to the next statement after while. समझ में आया है क्या? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So what will be the output of this program? Can somebody tell me?
7, 0, 1, 2, 3,
Yeah, it will be 0,
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3 and 4. Only difference is this 0, when it was printed, no condition was checked. Clear? All of you all?
Yes ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
ठीक है? Okay. So yes, next is a for loop.
Excuse me, madam.
Yes, yes.
In the previous do while loop, there will 5 will also be printed, right?
No, see, when the value becomes i's value becomes 5, right? So 5 is less than 5, then how will the control go to do the top statement?
Yes, yes, yes.
ठीक है, अगर I the condition was I less than or equal to 5, then 5 will be printed.
Yes, ma'am.
Got it?
Yes, yes, got it.
Okay. Then the next is C++ for loop, for loop. Okay, so for loop is used when you exactly know how many times you want to execute a particular loop. Okay, so that means when you have a counter with you, in that case you can use a for loop instead of a while loop. मतलब while में you need not check the counter. It's not how many times you print. Sometimes you might say that I want to execute a set of statements when a particular condition is true. That time you will use a while loop. A for loop is used when you know how many times you want to execute a set of statements, and that is the difference. You will come to know, but mostly what we do, instead of while, or we use a for, or whatever is at a point of convenience, you use a particular looping statement. But they say for a loop, for loop to be used, if you know how many times you want, or when there is a counter factor in your code, that time you use a for loop instead of a while loop. Okay, but generally both execute the same way, only the syntax is different. For example, you can see for statement 1, statement 2 and statement 3 all are separated by a semicolon and then a curly braces with a code of blocks that has to be executed. So the first statement is the initialization statement. जैसे I'll write I is equal to 0 यहाँ पे. ठीक है, so the first statement is the initialization statement. Second statement is condition checking, like I is less than 5. And third statement is the increment statement or the decrement statement, I plus plus. And then you write the code inside that has to be executed. So that's how a for loop is done. So you have to remember, it's not a comma, it's a semicolon. If you put a comma, it will be considered as the same statement. जैसे I have I is equal to 0, comma, j is equal to 5. Then I can do a condition. जैसे I write I less than j, and I can write it as I plus plus here. So in that case, how is it? How are you doing it? Like the first statement, we have two condition. I'll just write it once again. In the first statement, I'm writing I is equal to 0, j is equal to 5. So I and 0 is separated by a comma here and then a semicolon. Now, so I equal to 0 and j equal to 5 represents statement 1, and statement 2 में condition checking है I less than j, and statement 3 में increment or decrement, so I plus plus. So in this way also you can write. So every statement is separated by a semicolon. So remember, if you put a comma, it will be taken as the same statement. So remember, you have to use a semicolon to separate each statement. समझ में आया क्या? Is there any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Is it clear to everybody? So what does a statement 1 represent?
Initialization condition.
Okay. And the second statement is
Conditional.
condition, and the third statement is the post
Increment.
increment or decrement or pre-increment or pre-decrement. You can use anything over here. Okay. So that's about C++ for loop. So we can see an example here how it is written. I is equal to 0, semicolon, I less than 5, semicolon, I plus plus. And inside the curly braces, you're printing the value of I. And here, you know what is slash n mean?
Next line.
New line.
Change the
Yeah.
line.
It's a new line. Instead of end L, what we are writing in the code, we can use slash n. Okay, and that has to be put in double quotes. So they are called escape characters. Okay, instead of the end L which we wrote in the code, you can write a slash n enclosed inside double quotes, which also means a new line. So what will be the output of this code? कैसे होगा? The first statement is only executed once. The second and the third statement is executed until the particular condition is true. Clear? So इसमें कैसे है? पहले I का वैल्यू इनिशियलाइज किया, उसके नेक्स्ट पास में फिर से I के वैल्यू इनिशियलाइज नहीं होगा. Only the second and the third statement will be executed. ठीक है? So tell me the output.
Same 0, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, the same output will be 0 because I is equal to 0 first, 0 is less than 5, then I plus plus. So I plus plus will happen only after the cout statement. Okay. So 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4 will be the output. When I becomes 5, the loop will exit. Is it clear? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubts? Is everybody with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, next is the break and the continue statement, which we might use inside the loop. So we have already discussed break yesterday. So who's going to tell me what is the meaning of break statement? Where did we use it yesterday?
Switches.
Switch case.
Yeah. Yeah, we used inside the switch block. So what was the purpose of the break statement?
To prevent the control going to the next case.
To prevent or break out of the block. Similarly, here see a break can also be used inside a looping statement to jump out of a loop when a particular condition is there. Besides the looping condition, if there is any other condition that needs to be that needs to stop execution or needs the loop to exit from executing, so you can use a break statement. So the break statement can also be used inside the loop to jump out from the loop. And there is something called continue statement. The continue statement is used to stop that particular iteration. मतलब it doesn't exit from the loop forever. Instead, वो जो एक पर्टिकुलर आइट्रेशन को स्टॉप करके नेक्स्ट आइट्रेशन कंटिन्यू होगा. So that is the difference between the break and a continue. So what is a break? Break statement is used to jump out of the loop, whereas continue is used to break one iteration when a particular condition occurs and continue with the next iteration. You don't completely break out of the loop. So that is the difference between break and continue. So we can see the syntax of break. You write break in lowercase letters followed by a semicolon. And how do you use it? This is the example. So for int I equal to 0, I less than 10, I plus plus. Inside the curly braces, we have if I equal to 4, break and see out I. So now who is going to explain me what is this example mean?
In this particular example, if the iteration will go on as usual, but if the value of I becomes equal to 4, then it will break the loop and the C out I will, this statement will not be executed. Means the output will be 0, 1, 2, 3.
Okay. So I'll just explain it for the others how it is going to come. I's value is equal to 0, I less than 10, I plus plus. So if I equal to 4, मतलब क्या है? पहले का value क्या है? What is the current value of I now?
0.
0. So 0 is not equal to 4. So 0 will be printed. Next, the iteration goes back to 4. That time I will be checked if it is less than 10. Okay. So yes, now the I value had incremented due to the previous post increment value. So 1 is less than 10. So 1 gets printed and I gets incremented to 2. So 1 is not equal to 4. So the loop will execute again. Then it goes to 2. Then similarly it will go to 3. And now when the I value becomes 4, there is a condition inside the loop. If I is equal to 4, so that returns a true when I value is 4. So when it returns a true, break will be executed and the control will come out of the for loop. So even though we have a looping condition that I less than 10, we will not be able to proceed further because of this condition. So when I becomes 4, it comes out of the loop and the output is 0, 1, 2 and 3. समझ में आया? Is it clear to everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so that is the functionality of a break statement. So it's not necessary you have to use it like this. Sometimes there might be a particular condition occurring inside while you are executing a code. So just to avoid that particular condition or to avoid further execution of the set of statements, if a particular condition occurs, you can use a break statement. Okay. The next is continue statement. So the syntax is similar. You write continue in lowercase letters followed by a semicolon. Okay. And the example is here. So now, how will this particular example work?
4 will not printed, else everything will get printed. 0 to 9.
Yeah, 0 to 9 will be printed, but in between 4 will not be printed because of this particular continue. मतलब क्या है? पहले 0 print होगा, फिर 1, फिर 2, you have 2, then you have 3, and when it becomes 4, there is a continue. So continue means stop the current iteration and go to the next. So it goes to the next. So 4 will be skipped. 4 will not be printed because this statement will not be seen due to this continue. So 4 will be skipped. Then it comes to 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. And since it's I less than 10, so it will stop there. So this is the difference between a continue and a break statement. समझ में आया? मतलब कंटिन्यू यहाँ पे है तो ये जब I के वैल्यू 4 हो जाते हैं, that particular iteration is stopped. तो ये सी आउट स्टेटमेंट वर्क नहीं होगा उस टाइम पे, but then it goes to the next iteration when I becomes 5 and the loop will be continued until I becomes less than 10. ठीक है? Understood the difference between break and continue? Is it clear? Yes, students, are you all there with me?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
have you
ma'am.
all understood the looping statements? क्या क्या सीखा हमने आज? We studied how to use a while, a do while, for loop, and to exit in different ways from a particular loop. We studied a break statement and a continue statement. So who's going to tell me the difference between a while and a do while?
In a while loop, the execution of statements proceeds as per the condition given. Means if the condition is initially false, then the next set of statements will not be executed. Whereas in do while, there is always a probability that a certain set of statements will definitely be executed at least once, and then it will check the condition. in
Yeah.
in do while, condition checking is after the execution, whereas in while, first is the condition checking and then is the execution of statements.
Good. So that's how it works. The difference between a while and a do while is, in while, a set of statements will be executed only after the condition is checked. Whereas in do while, it will be set of statements inside the do will be executed at least once, because condition checking happens after the execution. Okay, so that is the difference. So whenever you want to execute a set of statements at least once, you will use a do while, whereas in other cases you will use a while statement. ठीक है? Is it clear? Any doubts?
मैम एंट्री कंट्रोल लूप और एग्जिट कंट्रोल लूप क्या होता है?
हाँ, तो वही है ना, while का while स्टेटमेंट कैसे है, while लूप कैसे है, पहले कंडीशन चेक करते हैं. अभी देखो ये एग्जांपल देखो while का. देखो ये एग्जांपल पहले, you all can see the screen. Yes, can
Yes,
you see
ma'am.
the screen? हाँ, चलो. तो यहाँ पे कैसे, पहले कंडीशन चेकिंग कर रहे, बाद में एग्जीक्यूशन. सो दिस इज एंट्री कंट्रोल, मतलब यू आर कंट्रोलिंग द एंट्री. जैसे यू हैव अ सिक्योरिटी मैन एट द एंट्रेंस,
Yes.
this person is checking the condition at the beginning, so it's called entry control loop. Whereas in the do while, anybody can enter the set of statements. मतलब do यहाँ पे एक बार execution तो होगा जरूर, मतलब entry easy है, but exit में यहाँ पे condition checking है. अगर यहाँ पे condition true हो गए तो you will execute again, else you will come out of the loop. ठीक है? So that is
Yes, ma'am.
called entry checking and exit checking.
Okay.
Okay,
Yes.
clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. So any others, anybody is having doubt? समझ में आया क्या सबको? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we shall go to the example now, how to do it in the code. Okay. Just wait, it got hanged. अरे यार okay, can you all see the screen now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I'll just show how to use a while and a for loop and do while with some examples. So yes, now for say I want to add sum of 5 numbers. Okay, so program to add n. Okay, so when I say n, I have to get the count from the user. Clear? So I'm writing a cout statement. Enter the number. Okay, and then endl, and then the user will enter the value n. So this is the count, and this is the okay, this is asking for the number. Next I'm saying okay, now I want to say add n numbers. So if I want to add 5 numbers, okay, so now if I want to add numbers from 0 to some n, in that case I can say I want to add numbers from 0 to n. In that case, how will I write? While I'll write while I less than n, and I has to be initialized to 0, right? Instead of writing there, I can write it comma. Okay, so while I is less than 0, n is equal to n plus I, and then cout the sum of n zero to n numbers yes, am I correct? Have you all understood this? समझ में आया क्या ये? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So how is this working? The value of okay, yes, so this means what? Can somebody tell me what is happening here in line number 11? समझ में आया क्या what I'm trying to do? हाँ, तो पहले n का वैल्यू क्या होगा? Okay, wait, I'll write something else instead of n. It will not work properly. S equal to 0. S is equal to fine. Yes, and here plus plus. Yes, now it's okay. So how is this working? First s is equal to 0. So and i's value is also 0. So what will be the value first of s? S का value क्या होगा?
0.
0. Then I gets incremented to 1. So it will check whether if my n is equal to 5. Okay. So it will check if 1 is less than 5. Is 1 less than 5?
Yes.
So it becomes what? S equal to s plus 1 means what? S का value previous iteration में 0 है तो 0 plus 1 now s becomes 1 here, right?
Yes.
And I becomes 2 here. Then again the loop will execute. It will check if 2 is less than 5. It is true. So the sum now will be 1 plus
2.
2.
3.
So the value becomes 3 here. And I becomes 3 here. Again the loop will execute. 3 is less than 5. So what happens? 3 plus 3. Sum becomes 6. I becomes 4. है ना? Are you all with me? समझ में आ रहे कि नहीं?
Yes, ma'am.
Previous sum से current I value add करना है. ठीक है? तो next 4 आ गया. 4 is less than n. So now 6 will be added to,
Plus 4.
right? So the value becomes 10 and now I becomes 5. So क्या होगा?
False.
So I becomes 5, false हो गए. तो what value here is going to be printed as 10. Have you all understood, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this is how you execute using a while loop. So now let's execute this code. Build a project. You all should try in from your end also. So what is the purpose of this particular problem statement? I am adding from 0 to n numbers. Okay? So I will show you the same example with random 5 numbers also. That time you should tell me how this particular code will change. Okay? Wait. Yes, so it has executed successfully. Now let's run the code. Okay, so enter the number. I am writing 5 numbers. Oh, instead of n, I have to put s. That's the error. Build project. Run. Enter 5. Yes. Got it? Understood how the program worked?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now suppose I want to do a do while. Can you tell me what are the changes I have to do? The same code.
Just put the line number 11 and line number 12 in the do statement.
Yeah, I'll write like this. And after do, I will write a while and a semicolon. So this is how a do while will look like. Okay, so all the statements will be inside a do and a while. So let's see how this works. Okay. And I'm pressing 5, enter. Okay, so this is how a do while works. So I just converted a while to a do while. Any doubts? Is everybody understanding? Yes, students.
Yes, ma'am.
ओके तो अभी
Yes,
इसको
ma'am.
मैं फोर लूप में कैसे कन्वर्ट करेंगे? एनी आइडिया? फोर I equal to 0. Here, since I have declared it here, you need not write int again. Otherwise, if you have not declared it, you have to write a int here. ठीक है? I is equal to 0, I less than n, semicolon, I
Plus
plus
plus.
plus. And this need not be written here. And this. Yes. So how a do while was converted to a for statement? You have the initialization, the condition checking, and the increment inside the for bracket separated by a semicolon. Then you are finding the sum, and that's it. Okay. Build the project. Run. Enter the number. ठीक है? समझ में आया?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Everybody.
Yes, ma'am.
ठीक है, so this was adding 0 to n numbers. Now suppose I want to add random 5 numbers. तो वो कैसे होगा? Can somebody tell me? अभी I have taken 0 to n numbers. So instead of that, I want to add some n numbers. Any n numbers. तो वो कैसे होगा? Any idea? I'll do the code again. I need a count n, and now since here I can't say the numbers are going to be 0, 1, 2, etc. to n. It can be any random numbers. So let me take it as I. Okay? And for the sum, I'm going to take it as S and I'm initializing it to 0. Okay? Or I can write it as sum. So here, declaring the variables that I need in the program. Next, I'll ask the user to enter the number or the count. The count. Okay, and Cin to accept the count. That is n. Or for you can write it as count. And let this be number. Okay. So this is the count. Now I want to select random 5 numbers. तो वो कैसे होगा? Inside say for statement, int Okay, I've already declared count. So count equal to 0. Count. Okay, wait. I is equal to 0. I'll take it as int I is equal to 0. I less than count I plus. Inside this, I will write the number. Once I get the number, I have to add it to the previous sum. Yes, and once the loop is finished, I'll get my sum ready. So the sum is understood? Yes. And ठीक है, समझ में आया? Yes, students, have you all understood? Students,
Yes,
are you
ma'am.
there? हाँ, ठीक है, समझ में आया क्या पहले का प्रोग्राम और इस प्रोग्राम में क्या डिफरेंस है प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट में? Come on, please reply. Are you all with me?
Yes, ma'am. Got the program.
तो पहले क्या था? We were just adding sequential numbers, that is 0 to n. Here we are adding random numbers. ठीक है? So that is the difference. So build project. Then I'm running the program. So enter the count. Suppose I want to add 5 random numbers. Okay. Yes. The error is there.
No.
I didn't accept the number, right?
Yes.
In number semicolon. Okay. Okay. Run. Run. Fine. Count 5. Now enter the number. So they're asking me randomly. Again, any random numbers you can enter. Saw it? So in the previous case, we were adding sequential numbers. Now we are adding random numbers. समझ में आया? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now here I've used a for statement. Can somebody tell me what is the changes I have to make to convert it to a while? While statement लिखने के लिए क्या क्या करेंगे?
It will be same, thus we have to declare I is equal to 0 above the while condition.
Yeah, I'll write it above the while condition. I'll write it like this. Here 4 will be converted to a while and this will be removed and put inside the while loop. Okay. So this way a 4 is converted to a while. So always remember, यहाँ पे हमें count पता है, तो actually we have to use the for loop, but you can use a while loop also. So just build the project, run, enter the count, say I want to just add 3 numbers. So let the numbers be. Yeah, समझ में आया?
Yes, ma'am.
ठीक है?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and the same thing I'm going to convert this to a do while. Do while के बाद semicolon and यहाँ पे do. Save the program, execute, run, say 3. Okay, so this is how the program executes with a while, do while and a for loop. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yes. Fine. So now the exercise which you all have to do is screen देख सकते हैं?
Yes, ma'am.
So what is the question? The code reads n integer n from the standard input, and for all non-negative integers I less than n, print I square. Question समझ में आया क्या?
Yes, ma'am.
क्या है? What does that mean?
मैम n numbers लेने हैं उसमें इंटीजर्स और
हाँ.
उसका स्क्वायर प्रिंट करना है, मतलब हर एक नंबर का.
हाँ, मतलब 0 to n होगा I, n is the count, कितना numbers आपको चाहिए, जैसे हमने first sum of n numbers किया, and instead of printing the sum, you have to print the square of I. मतलब पहले 0 है तो 0 का स्क्वायर 0, फिर 1 का स्क्वायर 1, 2 का स्क्वायर 4, 3 square is 9, 4 square is 16, then 5 print होगा क्या? Will 5 square get printed?
No, ma'am.
No. So that is the code you have to do. You can use a while, for and a do while and check it out. So that is the first assignment. The second one, just see. What is the second question? Given an integer n, print its first multiples. Each multiple is n into I, where I is less than 1 is less than I less than or equal to 10, and it should be printed in the new line in the form of n into I equal to result. समझ में आया है क्या?
Yes, ma'am.
So what is this? You are printing the multiplication table of the given input, and till what you have to print? Till 10. So इसलिए condition क्या है? It should start from, instead of starting from 0, I will be initialized to 1, and it will go till 10. It will not go till 9, it will go till 10. So less than or equal to 10. Difference समझ में आया क्या सबको?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. The girls, are you all there?
मैम पहले वाला एक बार एक्सप्लेन कर.
पहले ये वाला कौन सा? ये वाला है क्या? हाँ, तो इसमें क्या प्रॉब्लम है? क्या समझ में नहीं आया?
क्या फाइंड करना?
सी नंबर्स क्या है? 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. तो इसका जो स्क्वायर प्रिंट करना है आउटपुट में, तो सी आउट क्या होगा? सी आउट इज गोइंग टू बी व्हाट? कोई बता सकते?
आई स्क्वायर, आई इंटू
यस, इट्स गोइंग टू बी आई इंटू आई। समझ में आया क्या अभी जिसको डाउट था?
यस मैम।
ठीक है, तो ये है। सेकेंड वन में क्या है? यू हैव टू जस्ट प्रिंट द मल्टीप्लीकेशन। तो ये लूप में होगा, मतलब यहाँ पे क्या है, n वैल्यू चेंज नहीं होगा ना। n इज, देखो n वैल्यू है 2, n इज नॉट गेटिंग चेंज्ड, व्हाट इज गेटिंग अपडेटेड? 1 2 3 4 5। तो कैसे होगा? यू आर गोना राइट इट एज n into I equal to the result, right? So how are you going to write? Instead of writing result there,
n into I.
yeah, when you calculate, it won't be like this. It will be result is equal to n into I, but when you print it, you're going to print the reverse way, n into I equal to R. Okay?
Yes.
Fine. So that was a second question. Now the third question, just read it and somebody explain what you have understood from the question. For each integer n in the interval a comma b as input, okay, if I less than or equal to n less than or equal to 9, then print English representation of it in lowercase, that is 1 for 1 for 1, 2 for 2 and so on. वो number miss हो गया. It's 1 for 1 and 2 for 2 and so on. Else if n is greater than 9, then and it is a even number, then print even. Else if n is greater than 9 and it is an odd number, then print odd. ये कैसे होगा?
We have to check if n mod 2 is 0.
तो पहले का जो असाइनमेंट है, ये जो है कल का असाइनमेंट है, ये क्वेश्चन जो मैंने दिया था, यूजिंग स्विच केस एंड इफ यू कैन डू दिस, राइट?
Yes, ma'am.
मतलब अगर देखो सैंपल इनपुट देखो 8 है, तो 8 इज लेस देन 9, सो इन दैट केस यू विल राइट द वर्ड ऑफ 8. बट अगर सपोज इनपुट इज ग्रेटर देन 9, तब आपको चेक करना है वेदर इट इज इवन और ऑड. तो हाउ विल यू चेक अ नंबर वेदर अ नंबर इज इवन और ऑड? कैन यू टेल मी? एनीबडी?
Divide by 2.
Yeah, so if you will write it like this, if n is greater than 9, yes, and inside that you will check r is equal to n. What does this mean? n percentage 2 और n modulo 2 का मतलब क्या है? रिमाइंडर है. तो इफ अ नंबर हैज व्हेन अ नंबर इज डिवाइडेड बाय 2 एंड इफ इट हैज अ रिमाइंडर, उसका मतलब क्या है?
It's odd.
वो
It
नंबर
is odd. So after this statement you will check like this, if r is equal to 0, what will you print?
नंबर इज इवन.
The number is even. Else क्या प्रिंट करेंगे?
दो नंबर
Odd. समझ में आया क्या ये प्रोग्राम? Have you understood? Yes. Yes, so the value you are going to accept n values as input. So that time, see, it is not one input, you are having multiple input. So you have to ask the user how many inputs you want to enter. Okay? And each input has to be checked for condition. And if that input is less than 9, you will print the word. And if the input is greater than 9, you will check for even or odd condition and print it. तो यहाँ पे input 2 input लिया है तो उसके हिसाब से you will write the output. ठीक है, यहाँ पे values missing है. So the input has to be 8, 9 and suppose it is 12 and 11. ठीक है, this input is wrong. So accordingly 8, 9 got printed, 12 is an even number and 11 is a odd number. So 4 input was taken and based on each input, the output is written. Clear?
Yes.
Has everybody understood the 3 exercises that you all have to do today? Any doubts? Students, please speak up. समझ में आया है क्या?
Yes, ma'am.
What about the girls? Have you all understood? Understood? Or all are sleeping now? साइली समझ में आया क्या? रोल नंबर 39.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
निमसे अक्षय 37. निमसे अक्षय 37, roll number 37.
Yes,
Understood?
ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I want y'all to try it out. अगर कुछ doubt है तो पूछो. Yes. So I want the 3 exercises to be done by y'all. Try it out in now. I have not given any choice of loop. You can use a for loop, a while or a do while at your convenience. ठीक है? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes,
so